Try again. Those two words hold the power to change everything. Life will knock you down more times than you can count. You will fail, you will stumble, and you will question yourself. But remember this, every time you try again, you grow stronger. Every time you get back up, you prove that you're not done yet. Greatness has never come from perfection. It comes from persistence. It comes from refusing to give up when everything inside you says quit. Barack Obama once said that change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Those words remind us that success doesn't depend on luck. It depends on effort. You don't need to be the smartest person in the room. You just need to be the one who doesn't give up. The one who keeps trying, even after failure. The one who believes that every setback is just a setup for a greater comeback. When you fail, it's not the end of your story. It's the start of your comeback. Every successful person you admire failed more times than you can imagine. The difference is they didn't stop. They learned, they grew, and they tried again. The world won't hand you opportunities. You have to work for them. You have to build them with your own hands, with your own sweat, with your own dreams. Because in the end, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you rise. You might be tired. You might feel like giving up. You might feel like giving up. But remember this, pain is temporary and quitting lasts forever. Every challenge you face is shaping you, preparing you, building you for something greater. Barack Obama didn't become president overnight. He faced rejection, criticism, and doubt, but he kept going. He kept believing in himself and the vision he had for the future. And so can you. You have that same power inside you, the power to rise after every fall, the power to turn a can't into I will, the power to look failure in the face and say, you can't stop me. Because the truth is, you were not born to be average. You were born to make a difference. You were born to push boundaries, to create, to lead, to inspire. But none of that happens if you give up. Every time you try again, you take one more step toward your dream. You might not see progress right away, but every small effort counts. Every late night, every early morning, every sacrifice. They all add up. Success is built quietly, day by day, moment by moment, choice by choice. You just have to keep moving forward. So the next time life gets hard, and it will, don't run from the challenge. Face it, when people doubt you, don't argue. Prove them wrong. When you feel fear, don't let it stop you. Let it drive you. You have come too far to give up now. Remember the reason you started. The dream that lit a fire inside you. Hold on to it. Feed it. Protect it. There will be days when you feel alone. Days when the world seems against you. But even in those moments, keep your faith strong. Keep your head high. Because every storm runs out of rain. And after every dark night, there comes a brighter day. Try again. Not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. Because deep down, you know you were made for more. So stand tall, take a deep breath, and give it one more shot. The world is waiting for your comeback. Your story isn't over. It's just getting started. And when you finally make it, when you look back at all the times you failed and kept trying, you'll realize that those struggles were never meant to break you. They were meant to build you. So keep fighting, keep believing, and keep trying again. Because your victory is closer than you think. Try again. Two simple words, yet they carry the strength to rebuild dreams, to reignite hope, and to redefine destiny. Every person who has ever achieved greatness started from a place of failure. No one wins on their first try. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not talent or luck. It's persistence. It's the courage to stand back up, dust yourself off, and say, I will try again. When life pushes you down, it's easy to think that maybe it's not meant for you, that maybe the world is against you. But the truth is, life tests those who have the potential to rise. Every challenge you face is a lesson. Every setback is a teacher. When you try again, you don't start from zero. You start from experience. You start from strength. You start from wisdom that you earn through pain. Barack Obama once said, the best way to not feel hopeless is to get up and do something. Don't wait for good things to happen to you. If you go out and make some good things happen, you will fill the world with hope. Those words hold a truth that can change your life. You cannot sit and wait for miracles. You have to create them. You have to build your own road even when the world tells you it's impossible. Amulet tells you it's impossible. Trying again doesn't mean you failed. It means you refuse to stay down. Every failure is proof that you tried, and every new attempt is proof that you still believe in yourself. Think about it. No great invention, no masterpiece, no victory ever came without countless failures behind it. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before he made the light bulb work. When asked how he kept going, he said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times." The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. That's the mindset of a fighter. That's the mindset of someone who tries again. When you fall, don't be ashamed of your scars. Scars are not signs of weakness. They are symbols of strength. They show that you fought and survived. Every time you get back up, you become more powerful than you were before. Life is not a straight path. It's a journey filled with ups and downs, twists and turns. But as long as you keep walking, you will reach where you are meant to be. You see, greatness doesn't come overnight. It comes from endless effort, sleepless nights, and the fire to keep going no matter what. Barack Obama didn't become the president of the United States by chance. He faced rejection, criticism, and hate. But he never let it define him. He kept his eyes on his vision. He kept moving forward, one step at a time. He believed that every setback was just another reason to try harder. Maybe today you feel like quitting. Maybe you think you're not good enough, not strong enough, or not lucky enough. But let me remind you, every great story starts with struggle. Your pain is not the end. It's the beginning of your power. Every day you try again, you rewrite your story. You show the world that you are unbreakable. There will be moments when nobody believes in you. That's okay. You don't need everyone's approval. All you need is faith. Faith in yourself and faith in your journey. Because the truth is, the most beautiful victories come from the hardest battles. You cannot taste success if you have never tasted failure. You cannot appreciate light if you've never known darkness. So, when you fall, rise again. When you fail, try again. When you're tired, rest, but don't quit. The world may not clap for you now, but one day it will. One day, the same people who doubted you will tell your story as an example of courage and determination. Every dream demands sacrifice. Every victory demands patience. But remember, no matter how many times you fall, as long as you rise one more time than you fall, you will win. The universe rewards those who never give up. So keep moving, keep fighting, keep believing, because your story is not over yet. It's only the beginning of something incredible. Try again, not because you failed, but because your heart still believes. Because deep down, you know you are meant for more. You have what it takes to rise, to shine, to inspire. Don't let fear silence your dreams. Don't let failure stop your steps. Keep pushing forward, keep fighting your battle, and keep trying again. One day you'll look back and realize that all those moments you thought were breaking you were actually shaping you into who you were meant to be. So stand tall, take a deep breath, and say it with confidence. I will try again. Because that's how champions are made. That's how history is written. That's how you become unstoppable. Try again. These words are not just motivation. They are a mindset, a lifestyle, a belief that no matter how hard life becomes, you will not give up. Every successful person, from leaders to dreamers, has heard a no more times than a yes. They faced failure, rejection, and disappointment. But what set them apart was one simple thing. They tried again. Barack Obama once said, "The future rewards those who press on." I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. Those words capture the very essence of trying again. You see, success is not built on perfection. It's built on persistence. You may fail once, twice, or even 100 times, but the only true failure is giving up. Every time you try again, you're telling the world that you still believe in your dream, that no obstacle, no mistake, and no doubt can stop you. Life will not go easy on you. It will challenge you, test you, and push you to your limits. But that's what makes victory worth it. That's what makes your story powerful. When you try again, you grow stronger. Every failure adds a new layer of wisdom. Every setback teaches you something that success never could. Think about it. When you fall and rise again, you don't just move forward, you transform. You become wiser, braver, and more prepared for the next challenge. Each try again is a step closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. Barack Obama didn't wake up one day and become president. He faced countless moments of uncertainty. People doubted him, criticized him, and told him it couldn't be done. But he didn't let their opinions decide his destiny. He believed in the power of perseverance. He believed in the power of perseverance. He believed in action. He believed that if you keep trying one day, your effort will pay off. And that's exactly what happened. His journey wasn't perfect. It was human. It was full of struggles, but every struggle made him stronger. So when life knocks you down, remember that your story doesn't end there. You can start again even if you're scared. Even if you're tired. Trying again doesn't mean you failed. It means you're brave enough to keep going. It means you have faith in tomorrow even when today feels impossible. There will be days when you feel like your efforts don't matter, when you question if your dreams are even worth it. But those are the moments that define you. Because in those moments, when no one is watching, when no one believes in you, if you still choose to rise, that's real strength. That's what builds character. That's what builds champions. Trying again is not about proving others wrong, it's about proving to yourself that you can do it. It's about showing the world that you refuse to let failure have the last word. No one achieves greatness without pain. No one finds purpose without struggle. The road is long, the nights are hard, and the journey can be lonely. But every step you take, every you try again a moment, brings you closer to your dream. Maybe you're facing something tough right now. Maybe your plan failed, your dream feels distant, or your heart is tired. But believe me, this moment is not the end. It's just a test to see if you have what it takes to rise. And you do. You have a fire inside you that refuses to die. You have strength you haven't even discovered yet. Barack Obama once said, "Yes, we can." Those 3 words weren't just a slogan. They were a promise that no matter how difficult the journey, no matter how many times you fall, you can always get up. You can always try again. You can always try again. Because hope is stronger than fear. Determination is stronger than doubt. And courage is stronger than failure. So the next time you fail, smile, because it means you tried. And if you can try once, you can try again. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Be afraid of never trying at all. Every great story has chapters of failure, but it's those chapters that make the ending worth reading. Your time is coming. Your effort is building something great, even if you can't see it yet. Keep your faith, keep your focus, and keep your fire alive. One day when you stand at the top, you'll look back and realize that every failure was worth it. Every try again moment built the foundation of your success. So don't stop now. Don't give up when you're just steps away from victory. Try again, because your breakthrough might be closer than you think. Try again, because every time you do, you bring yourself closer to the life you dream of. Every success story begins with failure, and every champion has a history of falling and rising again. You see, the road to success is not straight. It's full of turns, dead ends, and storms. But those who keep moving even when it hurts, even when no one believes in them, those are the ones who make it to the end. Yeah. Barack Obama once said, "If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress." That one sentence holds the secret to great. Keep walking, keep trying, keep believing. No one in this world was born perfect. Every person who ever inspired others once doubted themselves. What makes them different is not that they never failed. It's that they never gave up. They learned that failure is not a wall, it's a door to growth. Every time you try again after falling, you learn something new. About life, about people, and most importantly, about yourself. You realize that you are far stronger than you ever imagined. Trying again doesn't mean you forget the pain or ignore the struggle. It means you accept it, you learn from it, and you rise with greater strength. Every scar you carry tells a story of courage, of fighting back, of never giving in. And one day, those scars will be your medals, your proof that you survived and kept moving forward. Life will not give you what you want just because you wish for it. It will test you. It will challenge your patience, your faith, and your willpower. But remember, diamonds are formed under pressure and heroes are made in struggle. He faced moments where hope seemed small and the path ahead seemed impossible. But he chose to believe. He chose to act. He chose to try again no matter how hard it became. And in doing so, he showed the world that perseverance can turn even the toughest dreams into reality. When you try again, you're not just chasing a goal. You're building character. You're learning discipline, humility, and strength. Every you hear, every failure you face, every mistake you make, it's all part of your growth. Success doesn't come to those who never fall. It comes to those who fall 100 times and rise 101. Maybe you failed before. Maybe people have laughed at your dreams or told you that you can't make it. But what they think doesn't define you. What defines you is what you choose to do after you fall. you fall. You can either stay down or you can rise, wipe your tears, and try again. Because the truth is, your dream still belongs to you. It doesn't disappear just because you failed once. It waits for you to come back stronger. Every time you try again, you rewrite your story. You turn your pain into power, your failure into fuel. You remind yourself that quitting is not an option. The world might not see your effort now, but one day it will. One day your story will inspire someone else who's ready to give up. You will become the proof that trying again works. Barack Obama believed in hope, not as a word, but as a way of living. He taught us that even in the darkest times, hope shines brightest when you keep moving forward. You might be tired today, but don't stop. You might be hurting, but don't quit. Keep trying, because each step you take is bringing you closer to the life you're meant to live. Remember, the most powerful people are not those who never failed. They are the ones who refused to give up. They are the ones who kept walking when their legs were shaking, who kept believing when their heart was breaking, who kept trying when everyone else stopped. So stand up. Don't let failure break your spirit. Look at the road ahead with courage in your eyes and determination in your heart. You are capable of more than you can imagine. You've come too far to let go now. Try again, not because life is easy, but because you are strong. Not because success is guaranteed, but because you deserve the chance to become who you were meant to be. Every sunrise gives you another opportunity to rise, to change, to try again. So take it. This is your time, your story, your fight. And as long as you keep trying, you're already winning. Try again, because life doesn't reward those who quit halfway. It rewards those who keep moving forward, no matter how many times they fall. Every dream you have, every goal you want to achieve will test you. It will push you to your limits and sometimes break you down. But that's how you grow. That's how you grow. That's how you build strength, character, and courage. Barack Obama once said, "The real test is not whether you avoid failure, because you won't. It's whether you let it harden or shame you into inaction, or whether you learn from it and choose to persevere." That's the truth. Failure isn't the end. It's the beginning of your comeback story. Every time you try again, you take back your power. You refuse to let your past define your future. Maybe you failed before. Maybe you've lost hope. But failure only wins if you stop trying. As long as you keep going, you're still in the game. Success doesn't happen in one step. It's a climb, one filled with struggle, rejection, and pain. But when you reach the top, every scar, every tear, every sleepless night becomes worth it. Barack Obama began his journey. He didn't have all the answers. He faced countless obstacles and criticism. People doubted him, questioned him, and told him he couldn't do it. But he didn't stop. He didn't let their words decide his worth. He believed in his vision, in his purpose, in himself, That's what trying again looks like. Moving forward when no one believes you can. Trying again is about faith. Faith that even if today hurts, tomorrow can be better. It's about resilience, the strength to rise again after being knocked down. It's about self-belief, trusting that you're capable of more than your failures suggest. Because the truth is, failure doesn't define you. The way you respond to it does. Every try again moment adds a new layer of strength inside you. Sometimes you'll feel like nothing is working. You'll question why you should even bother, but it's in those moments of doubt that your real power appears. When everything tells you to quit and you still choose to try again, that's what creates champions. That's what builds history makers. Every great achievement in this world came from someone who refused to give up when it was hardest to keep going. Maybe you've been dreaming of something for a long time, a better life, a goal, a change. And maybe things didn't go as planned. That's okay. You can start over. You can try again. Every sunrise is another chance to rewrite your story. The world doesn't remember those who quit. It remembers those who stood tall after falling 1,000 times. When you try again, you don't just prove something to others. You prove it to yourself. You remind yourself that your strength is greater than your pain. You remind yourself that your purpose is bigger than your problems. And slowly, step by step, you build momentum. That's how success happens. Quietly, patiently, with endless effort behind the scenes. Obama's life reminds us that nothing worth having comes easy. Change takes time. Growth takes struggle. But if you keep pushing forward, one day your effort will turn into achievement. The people who laughed will watch in silence. The ones who doubted you will applaud. And you'll realize that every failure was just preparing you for that one moment of victory. So don't be afraid of failing. Be afraid of not trying. Don't let fear or disappointment stop you from reaching your potential. You were not born to live small. You were born to rise, to inspire, to lead. The road ahead may be long, but every step counts. Every moment you try again builds your story. The story of someone who refused to give up. And one day, when you look back, you'll be proud. Proud that you didn't quit. Proud that you believed in yourself when no one else. Proud that you turned your pain into strength and your failure into success. So keep going. Keep believing. Keep trying. Because your next attempt might be the one that changes everything. The one that proves all your effort was worth it. The one that shows the world and yourself that nothing can stop a person who refuses to give up. Try again because your dream still matters. Your life still has purpose. And your story is still being written. The end hasn't come yet. You still have the power to change it. So stand tall, take a deep breath, and go again. Because the only way to lose is to stop trying. Try again. Because every great success is built on the courage to begin once more. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Every time you fall, you are given two choices. Stay down or rise again. The people who make history are not the ones who never fell. They are the ones who refused to stay on the ground. They tried again, even when it hurt, even when no one believed in them, even when everything seemed lost. Barack Obama once said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for." That means no one else is coming to save you. No miracle will appear out of nowhere. The power to change your life lies inside you. Inside you. And that power grows stronger every time you try again. When life pushes you back, don't let it convince you that you're not capable. Remember that every setback is preparing you for something greater. When you try again, you're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience. You're starting from experience. You've already learned what doesn't work, and now you're smarter, tougher, and more prepared. Every mistake has taught you something. Every loss has made you stronger. And every failure has shaped your character. Success doesn't demand perfection. It demands perseverance. It's not about winning all the time. It's about never giving up until you win. Think about how Barack Obama began his journey. A young man with a dream, facing obstacles that seemed impossible. There were moments when people told him he couldn't do it, that the world wasn't ready for him. But he didn't listen to the noise. He believed in his vision, and he worked for it. He fell, he struggled, he faced criticism, but he never stopped trying. And one day, all those that try again moments turned into victory. That's the power of persistence. Trying again means you have faith in tomorrow. It means you understand that failure is not fatal, and that one bad chapter doesn't end your story. Every time you rise after falling, you build a strength that no one can take from you. The truth is, life will never be smooth. You will face disappointment, rejection, and defeat. But those are the moments that build your destiny. Without them, you would never discover how powerful you really are. You might feel tired, broken, or hopeless. You might think that you've tried too many times and nothing works. But remember this, your breakthrough might be one more try away. The world's most successful people are the ones who didn't quit when everyone else did. They stayed in the fight. They kept moving forward, even when they could barely see the light. That's what makes the difference. That's what separates the dreamers from the achievers. Trying again doesn't mean you ignore your pain. It means you use it. It means you turn every doubt into determination, every setback into a reason to fight harder. Every time you get back up, you remind yourself that your story isn't over. You have more to do, more to give, more to become. And one day when you reach your goal, you'll realize that all those failures were never wasted. They were shaping you for that very moment. Barack Obama showed the world that perseverance can turn impossible dreams into reality. It proved that no matter where you come from, if you're willing to work hard, stay focused, and keep trying, you can rise above anything. His journey teaches us that trying again isn't weakness, it's power. It's proof that you still have hope in your heart and fire in your soul. So when things fall apart, when you lose your way, when everything feels heavy, pause, breathe, and then rise. Don't let one failure destroy your dream. Don't let fear stop you from starting again. You are capable of more than you can imagine. You have survived everything life has thrown at you so far, and you are still standing. That means you're strong enough to try again. Keep pushing forward. Keep believing, even when no one else does. Keep trying even when you're tired. Because the moment you decide to give it one more shot, it could be the moment that changes your life forever. One day you'll look back and smile at the times you fell. Not because they were easy, but because they made you unstoppable. Every failure will make sense. Every setback will look like a setup for your success. And you'll thank yourself for never giving up. So don't stop now. Don't walk away from your dream. Stand up, face the world, and try again. Because you have what it takes. Because you're stronger than your fears. Because you're meant for something greater. And as long as you keep trying, one day you'll win.